Hello everyone, welcome to KB & Company here on YouTube. Today's video is Euro Truck Simulator 2. It's a special transport. Obviously what we're seeing, the cargo we're seeing right now, isn't part of what SCS released for their special transports. So I like to go on Steam every once in a while and I look for the mods, and I found this one, so I figured I would give it a try. But also, no one mod that we're using here is the winter mod. It's a winter mod, which actually kind of overtaxed my computer, my laptop right now, so I apologize in advance for the quality. Hopefully, well, this will probably be the only video with the winter mod. I found that before the winter mod, this game ran so much smoother. But I figure I'll make this video because, you know, it's cool, and it's something that you don't see very often. I don't see, as far as I can tell, I haven't seen any other YouTubers actually make a video for this transport. Although there are a lot of YouTubers who do Euro Truck Simulator 2 videos, and hopefully my videos will stand out from them. You know, they'll talk about things. You know, you may even get to learn a little bit about me. And here we are. We're about to start our journey. Yeah. Well. So, yeah, you know, things are gonna be cool. So we'll see what happens with these videos. I'll do my best to release them in a timely fashion. All right, and so here we go. As you can tell, I'm using a Volvo FH16. You know, it's a pretty cool truck to use. You can tell that we're not really running in the usual Euro Truck Simulator setup here. Obviously, you know, I found a mod for the mirrors because I felt that just the game itself, without the mod, you know, the mirrors sit up a lot higher on the screen, and that, you know, and they're longer too. But I felt like it just caused a lot of problems for me, so I did a mod for that. And the rear visor is not where it's usually supposed to be at. I found another mod that put it at the top of the screen. That way I could see the GPS a lot better. And, yeah, so it works out. I'm not gonna put the mods in the description. This video description is pretty much gonna be here in the video. And here we go. We got caught up on something. Yeah, you're gonna see. We're gonna see some crashes. Hopefully that'll be a lot more entertaining for you guys. Yeah, you know, I've seen all YouTubers kind of complain about this, and yeah, I'm gonna complain about it too. The AI in this game, they suck. They're unpredictable. You know, sometimes you're gonna find from these videos that we're gonna crash into a few of them, just simply because they seem to change lane at random at the last minute. You know, a lot of times, you know, a lot of it, yeah, it is my fault, you know, because I kind of misjudged the braking and stuff like that. You know, but other than that, you know, we're pretty good at this game, and you know, I've been playing it for a long time. And yeah, you know, hopefully we'll have a fun time together, guys. And yeah. Yeah, we might see some longer videos, and you know, definitely gonna do a lot of different cargos and all kinds of things. Even different trucks. I'm gonna end up using different trucks. You know, and I usually buy a truck and I spec it out, and I generally like to do that. Here we go. I'm gonna take a little bit bigger look at this cargo here. Yeah, you know, it's pretty cool, huh? You know. And it looks like we're waiting for this balloon transport vehicle. And, I'm gonna inch up here a little bit. Alright, looks like we're heading out. We're heading down the road. Yeah, this looks, actually I kinda like this mod, you know, because it kinda, it's pretty cool, you know. Might even see some snowing. I don't know if we're gonna see some snow in this game, but we might see it, we might not. Can't remember. Like I said, I'm recording this audio apart from the game, so right now I'm kind of working on getting this video made for you guys. You know, we're recording the audio right now and watching the video. That way, you guys get a high quality. Like I said, I'm going to try to make these the best I can, and we'll put them out as best I can. All right. Well, look. Oh, you know what? Actually, it looks like we're smoothing up here a little bit. Gonna see some inching along. You know, the frame rate suffers a little bit. You know. Oh boy, I wish I had some. Man, I would love to upgrade the RAM of this laptop I'm using. If you're curious, I am using a Lenovo iPad 320. And it's got a decent hard drive. It's 1 terabyte, and the RAM is pretty simple, pretty common. 4 gigs of RAM, and well, that's the minimum this game runs on. Well, not really. We're not using 4 gigs of RAM on this game because the operating system itself takes a gig and a half of that RAM, so this game's only using 3 gigs of RAM, so that's why we have some frame rate issues with this game. Hopefully down the line I can upgrade my laptop to 8 gigs of RAM, and that'll make this game run a lot smoother, and we can increase the quality of the game. Obviously, I had to set the graphic settings down a little bit, so things are these things are going to be a little blurry. It's not going to be the clearest, but what matters is the gameplay, and definitely going across Europe. We're going to visit a lot of different cities. We're going to see a lot of different cargoes in these videos, and yes, that's great. So let me talk about the weather lately. We're getting to that point where I guess we're at that point of the year where winter has definitely set in, and it's a little cold. It's definitely a little cold. I can't wait till the summer comes around again, the warmer weather. I prefer it over this cold weather. I made other videos, last year, like a couple years ago. Started making these videos, making videos for my channel, and a lot of those videos are vlogs. I might make some more vlogs. I have to see. I don't always have the free time that I wish I did. I'm always busy taking care of my dog and my cat, and other things. I don't think too many people talk about, but I'm physically disabled, so so it kind of sucks a little bit, and got some bulging discs in my back, my lower back, and along with those bulging discs, there's some pinched nerves, in my spine. You know, and I recently went to a neurologist, and they found out I got pinched nerves in my neck too. So yeah, you know, it can be pretty painful. And it is really the reason why I haven't really made too many of these videos, just because a lot of the times I'm in a lot of pain, so I'm not always in the mood or having the patience to kind of do this stuff. But you know, I think at this point it's kind of worth that sacrifice to kind of do it. Yeah, you know, but you know, we'll see. We're getting there. You know, we're getting there. You know, I like my doctors. You know, they do the best they can for me. You know, and you know, definitely having animals. You know, it really you know, it helps keep you happy. Helps keep me happy, and you know, love my animals. You know, my cat's a boy. And so is my dog, he's a boy. You know, the cat's name is Cole. You know, he's a black kitty. But he's friendly, he's very friendly. So is my dog. The dog's name is Gus. You know, he's a long-haired Chihuahua, so you know, he's a mix of a Pomeranian and that original purebred Chihuahua from Mexico. Just to give you a visual, just think about that that Taco Bell dog. You know, when they did the commercials with the little Chihuahua dog. Well, that's what he is. You know, mixed together with Pomeranian. So he's a very cute little doggy. You know, maybe I'll do some vlogs of him in it. And yeah, you know, it'd be really cool. You know. And so far, but yeah, back to this game. You know, I actually kind of like these. You know, I feel like playing this game is pretty relaxing. You know. Yeah, you know, and you know, you guys, you know, don't forget, you know, go ahead and comment. You know, comment on these videos. You can ask me questions. You know, I'm pretty open about things. You know, I don't have really any insecurities, so. Like I said, you know, ask me, you know, you ask me questions, you know, give me some feedback on these videos, you know, because it will help me make them better. You know, yeah, you know, just, you know, let me know what you want me to make a video about, you know, what kind of cargoes do you want to see in these videos, you know, what truck do you want me to use, and, you know, I think like a lot of YouTubers, you know, if I'm going from Berlin to London, obviously, you know, we'll have to see what cargoes are there, and if, you know, the cargoes there that you guys request me to do is there, then that'll be great, and if we can't see those cargoes, maybe we'll try to pick something that's you know, close to it. And but also as far as hardware, I am using a Logitech G25 steering wheel. You know, it's a good steering wheel, but you know, it's showing its age. The H pattern shifter doesn't really work anymore, so I can't. I can't do the clutch and the shifter for this game. So you're gonna see me in automatic mode a lot, like automatic transmission mode. But you know, an automatic transmission it's just easier to do. You know, but that doesn't mean I don't go into manual mode. It's just that, you know, it's gonna be sequential. You know, I'm going to use the paddle shifters to shift. That's something I want to do eventually, is maybe, you know, buy a different steering wheel, you know, maybe an updated steering wheel, maybe a Logitech, you know, 920. I wouldn't mind getting a new console. I wish I could afford it. It'd be great. You know what, you guys, you know, tell me what you prefer. What do you guys prefer? You know, the PlayStation 4, you know, or the Xbox One? I believe those are the two major ones that everybody has one of. You know, I would like to play more games like F1 2017, F1 2018. Even recently found out that Elite Dangerous is also on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. So, hopefully one of these days I can do that. I don't have the internet, so when I'm doing these uploads and stuff like that, you know, I actually go to the library. You know, here's a little bit more info about me. I live in a town called Norristown in PA, you know, Pennsylvania, and yeah, so you know, for me to use the internet, I gotta go there. It's a pain in the ass. It's, you know, it's a cold walk. This time of year, it's a cold walk. So, you know, hopefully I'll try to release a video every week, or maybe a couple videos a week, depending on the weather. You know, if it snows and, you know, the sidewalks are just too icy, you know, you might, you know, wait until the ice and snow melts a little bit, and then, you know, we'll make the trip up there to upload these videos. But, well, I don't need the video. I don't need the internet to make these videos or even edit them. So, yeah, it'll be good. You know, it'd be great to do these things. And, yeah, you know, we'll see what happens. Yeah, you know. Well, you know what? That's another thing too. You know, hey, you know what? We could discuss topics and stuff like that, different topics. You guys can comment. You know, you can talk about anything. Like I said, from the weather to the time of the year. You know, different things. One thing I won't talk about is politics and religion. You know, it's a headache. It's a headache and a half. So, anything other than that, then yeah, you know, cars, you know, motorcycles, and, you know, whatever. It'd be pretty cool. It looks like we're kind of coming in here to the nighttime. Actually, it's kind of weird times. I'm surprised how accurate it is, because definitely without this mod, you know, the lighting for the highway. When you see these highway lights, it's not exactly the most accurate kind of thing. This mod actually, you know, the lights for the highway are pretty accurate. You know, it should have this kind of orange tint to it, but without this mod, you don't see the orange tint in the highway lights. It's kind of like a white light, a little bit lighter light. Yeah, you know, actually, but you know, this lighting, you know, the time of day is pretty accurate for the winter time. You see a little bit. It's always a little bit brighter at nighttime. Looks like we're at like 6:30 p.m. now, which is pretty accurate, because you know, it always you know, you always see a little bit more dark. Actually, you know, where I live here in Norristown, PA, it's on the east coast of the United States, and I would say it starts getting dark around here. It starts getting dark around like 5 o'clock. That's when the sun starts kind of going down, and it starts getting dark, and it's usually dark before 7 o'clock. You know, it gets pretty dark here around 7 o'clock at night, and yeah. You know. Oh, you know what we could talk about? You know what, I like watching. I don't know how many people watch TV. Sometimes people watch TV. Some people have cable, and that's one thing I don't have is cable. Look at that. We almost hit him. See what I mean? The brakes are just so random. You know, in real life, you don't really slow down to do these things. Usually you're making a lane change a lot sooner in real life. And yeah. But you know what? Let's talk about cars for a little bit. You know, one car I would definitely like to get is a BMW. You know, get a BMW, particularly a 3 Series. You know, just because they've actually become affordable lately. You know, because every once in a while I'll do that. I'll go on one of those, you know, car websites and you know, and I'll just look up cars, you know, look up everything from the Hondas, you know, to BMWs and stuff like that. And actually, like I said, you know, the BMWs are actually a lot more affordable now. You know, you can usually find a 2000s BMW for, you know, less than $3,000, which is it's a pretty good that's a pretty good bargain. But as far as used car, that's a used car. That's always the downside about a used car, is that you don't know how well they were taken care of. You know, you might be, you know, not every BMW you find is going to have a manual transmission in it. A lot of people get automatics, and you know, you start seeing some people buy a 3 Series with X-Drive, which, you know, BMW terms is a 4-wheel drive. And looks like we're waiting for a transport vehicle now. There he is. He's coming. But yeah, back to that. Yeah, you never, you know, you don't always have the best choice when it comes to used cars and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I've always wanted a BMW 3 Series. And I think kind of like the first, you know, thing that a lot of people like to do is, you know, they like to buy a different set of wheels. Not to say that, you know, believe it or not, some, well, you know, actually, I'm sorry here about the steering here. You know, I'm using 900 degrees on my steering wheel, and, you know, the steering settings in this game are something I need to fine tune a little bit. But, alright, well, back to the car. You know, a lot of people like to buy a new set of wheels for their cars. Believe it or not, I actually went to school to work on cars. I hold a 4-year degree. Went to a school called North Montgomery County Technical Career Center. And so I got a 4-year degree in that. Learned a lot about cars, especially, you know, setups and stuff like that. You know, just for a lot of you guys that are thinking about buying a new set of wheels for your car, tire width is always measured in millimeters. You know, keep in mind that there's 32 millimeters in an inch. So, you know, you're going to find the most common tire that you're going to see is usually a 215. A lot of economy cars use a 195. And you probably see 14 and 15 inch wheels. Really common. If you're looking for a good size wheel to buy, are 17s. And you definitely want to go with some low profile tires, because, you know, that's a pretty popular thing to do these days. Remember, you always want a skinnier tire on the front than you want on the rear, and you'll find that this increases the grip a little bit more. But keep in mind, if you're going to use wider tires than what your car comes with, you're going to have to get the alignment redone, especially with the toe and camber settings. If you're looking at lowering your car, don't cut your springs, because that just compromises the integrity of the spring. And, you know, the lower your car sits, the stiffer the suspension has to be in order to kind of rebound so that when you go, and you're gonna find if you cut your springs and you go over some bumps, you're gonna get a little extra bounce in your car, and it's not gonna be that great. But luckily enough, you can buy lowering springs, which help kind of lower your car by a couple inches, but are stiff. And you really got the money, you can buy adjustable dampers, right height adjustable dampers, but you're gonna spend a couple $1,000s to get them. But they're worth it if you have the money to do that. Another mod that seems to be pretty popular is upgrading your exhaust. I'll tell you one thing, don't buy a fart can exhaust, because it's not going to do anything for your car. You're not gaining any real power from it, and you're going to lose some torque, you know, and yeah, it's just not going to help you, and your car is going to sound like it's farting going down the road. You know, the best thing to really do is just buy a catback system. You know, definitely, or you can straight pipe your car, which is probably even a little bit better, but keep in mind that you may be pulled over because your exhaust is a little bit loud. So, usually catback system is usually the way to go. You know, because nowadays you can, you have an electronic valve control, which, you know, once you open up the valves, you get that nice loud exhaust, and you get the pops and the crackles, and you get some really awesome. Sometimes you can even tune your car to spit the flames out, you know. But it looks like, you know what, I think in the next video we'll talk a little bit more about cars, you know, because now we're reaching the end of this video. And we're going to handle this delivery. And alright, here we go. And we're saving, and here we go. Oh yeah, just another mod I use is the no damage mod. So we're going to see that a lot in all my videos. And we've completed this job. And here's a little bit closer look at my truck. Here's something I will do for my videos, is I will always cut to the outside of the truck, and you know, we'll take a quick look around. You can tell there's different exhaust on there now, and you know, our lights are on, and yeah. But okay, well, thank you for watching, and you know, look out for the next video. Alright.